6.46%. That's how likely Cristiano Giuntoli will stay as sporting director at Juventus. So let's just say 6.46. He's gone. He's gone. 6.46, and you still survive? The chances are very slim. But listen, seeing as Giuntoli, it's looking very, 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 very likely that he will be leaving, and the chances of him staying are 6.46%. It's only right. It's only right we look back on his time at Juventus. Yeah, we look back. We thank him. We look back on his time and let's rank some of his big decisions. Yeah, because let's be real. During his time at Juventus, he's had a say in a lot of big decisions. A lot of outcomes have happened because of him. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to break it down. Category number 1, sack. Yeah, a decision that he made which is worthy of him being sacked. Category number 2 is a 50-50 one, where there's good and there's bad. I understand where he was coming from. I understand why he made that decision. And then category number 3 is fair, which is good. Like, it was a decision that I agree with. It's a decision that I see no harm in. And of course, listen, football, it's all about trial and error. A decision might look like it's guaranteed to succeed. That doesn't turn out to be the case. You can't guarantee anything in football. But I feel like Giuntoli has made some decisions which you can go to Kenya and then catch the train to Zimbabwe and then catch the boat to South Africa, and then there's a cave in the corner and there's a donkey there. And if you sit down and ask that donkey, was this the right decision? Even the donkey would shake his head. But anyways, let's get into it. Now, this is how we're going to do it. I got a hat. Okay, and I've got like 7-8 big decisions in here. Okay, I'm going to randomly pick them out and we are going to rank them. So, all right, Danilo free agency halfway through the season. Now, in case you've been living under a rock, Danilo, Juventus captain, he left halfway through the season, not because he was injured, not because he was causing any trouble or any drama. He left because Giuntoli felt like there was no need for him to stick around. Now, where do I rank this? Sack, 50-50, fair decision. I'll be honest with you guys. I've got this down, a sack. This is a sackable. This is a sackable offense. This is a sackable decision. Now, yes, fair enough. It's not the biggest of decisions. Fair enough. It's not the most detrimental. It's not the most impactful. But for me, I look at context. And for me, I look at it and tell myself, during a period of the season where Juventus were drowning for bodies, Juventus had just lost their original captain in Bremer to an ACL, and he was out for the entire campaign. Juventus, since the start of the season, you look at the team and you tell yourself, they've got the second youngest team in this area. They've also got one of the youngest managers in this area. The one thing this camp needs more than anything is a leader. Somebody with the leadership attributes. Somebody that's been here, succeeded, grown, tasted silverware, understands Juventus, even if he wasn't to be a starter. Just having a player like him in the changing room, for me, it would have helped Juventus so much, because till now, we sit down and we say, there's no leaders. There's nobody that can hold these players accountable. There's nobody in the changing room these players look up to and say, I respect you. Yes, you might not be the best of players, but I respect what you've done in the game. I respect what you've done at this club. So for me, Danilo leaving as a free agent halfway into the season, I've got that down as a sackable offense. What's next? What's next? Keep ripping them. Soulé, 35 million to Roma. I was looking forward to this one. Whoo! S-A-C-K. Sack. This is crazy. Do you know why? Because, I've got so much to say on this one, but I need to try to keep it like short and sweet. Soulé is one of the most exciting prospects in Juventus. Yeah, from the next gen. The thing that drives me crazy is Soulé went to Frosinone last year. I'm so sorry. I probably butchered it wrong. I probably pronounced it wrong. He went to Frosinone last year, okay? And this kid was cold. This kid was performing. The performances he was putting on over there, it was knocking on the door. Give me a chance. Yes, I might not start, but keep me as an option off the bench. Coppa Italia, Supercoppa. keep me. Those performances were worthy of keeping a player like him and giving him a chance and seeing whether or not he can adapt, grow, or maybe he's just not cut out for the top level. Then you could sell him. The fact that Giuntoli, Juventus, it's like they capitalized. They were like, oh, this young academy player is doing well in Frosinone. We need to cash in. We need to get rid of him. Why not give him a chance? Why not give him a chance? Like, surely when a player gets sent out on loan, it's to develop them. It's to give them that necessary experience. It's to see whether or not they can handle men's top flight football. The kid showed he can do it. The kid is currently showing he can handle it. He's playing for a team that's competing for the Champions League. No, sorry. He is competing for a Champions League spot, okay? But, hey, listen, some might say 35 million straight profit, it's good business. I look at it and tell myself, fair enough, you wanted to sell him because you couldn't find a space for him in the team. Why not insert a buyback clause? That's number one. Why did you not insert a buyback clause? You could sell him, but there's always a clause there where you can bring him back if he performs. No buyback clause. Okay, why was there no... there's a new one that clubs nowadays use. I think it's like first priority, which is you sell him. But if Roma were to ever sell Soulé, they will always ask Juventus, we are looking to sell him for 60 million to Real Madrid. You have first priority. Are you willing to match Real Madrid's 60 million? If yes, he goes there. If no, he goes to Real Madrid. None of that. No buyback clause. No first priority. Just 35 billion. Adios, amigo. Nah, sackable. This is sackable, 100%. Because I love Soulé. I love his play style. The fact that he wasn't given a chance. Nah. All right. What's next? Thiago Motta appointment. This one is fair. I'll be honest. I'll keep it short and sweet. I don't really have much to say on this one. This one is fair. What Motta had done at Bologna, like, let's be real. This guy made history at Bologna, getting them into the Champions League, the football. The way, let's be real. He revolutionized them. He walked in and he got them playing a brand of football which had every Serie A fan watching Bologna. And as any Juve fan, you're sat telling yourself he's young, okay? He understands the modern game. He plays by the principles of the modern game. Why not bring him to Juventus and allow him to build a dynasty, allow him to build a team, guide them, get them to that winning level? He's a man that has shown he understands this area. When Juventus appointed Thiago Motta, I did not look at this decision and say there was any wrong in it. Yes, under experience, but I didn't feel like Motta would be as naive as he showed as Juventus manager. And I still believe Motta will go on to have a very, very, very good career. But I just feel like the move to Juventus, it came a bit too early, whilst also working with a sporting director that's struggling. Like, the sporting director is struggling, then the manager starts to struggle, then the players start to struggle. It's a recipe for a haram cake. But anyways, this one for me, I'll put it down as a fair decision. What we got next? Allegri sacked after Coppa Italia. I'll put this one as fair. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, look, Allegri, everybody knows what he's done as Juventus manager. But let's just say, even prior to that final, the ship was sinking. And I remember watching that final and I was like, I hope he wins this. I hope he wins it. He goes out in style and he ends this Juventus chapter, because he showed, in my opinion, it didn't look like he had the trust of the players. He didn't have the trust of the board. He looked unhappy. He looked unsettled. He looked like he knew, win, lose or draw that final, my time here is done. Now, of course, the way he behaved in that final, it doesn't really paint the best of pictures, and it makes him going out in a very negative way. But I just feel like the Allegri Juventus chapter, it needed to come to an end. So sacking him, for me, is a fair decision. Fair enough. Could it have been done in a more respectful way? Yes, of course. But listen, the paper says Allegri sacked. I stand by that. I think that was a fair decision. I keep ripping them. Come on. Dean Huijsen, 13 million to Bournemouth. Sack. Bro, not even sack. Dash him off a cliff. Bro, 13 million. Dean Huijsen. Here's how I look at it. Similar to what I said about Soulé. No buyback clause. No first priority. He sold him for peanuts, bro. Okay, not even potatoes. Peanuts. Okay, 13 million. This kid had shown outside of Juve, he's doing well. Like when he worked with Jose Mourinho at Roma, bro, there was promise. This kid actually done well. I don't know the ins and outs. Apparently that he wanted some assurances, he wanted some guarantees that he would be a first team player. Listen, you keep him in the camp and you tell him if you want to become a first team player, you have to work hard, you have to prove yourself, you have to seize every single opportunity. It felt like Giuntoli just seized any opportunity to get rid of him. And I'll be honest with you guys, if Giuntoli does get sacked, he will be remembered at Juventus for that Dean Huijsen move. With Soulé, you could always turn around and say, listen, 35 million for a kid that's 18, 19. 13 million. Bro, 13 million. What is 13 million in the modern game? Okay, what can 13 million even get you in the modern game? The fact that he sold him for 13 million and this kid has had one season at Bournemouth and now Bayern Munich want him, Real Madrid want him, Barcelona want him, and these are all teams that used to share the same platform as Juventus. Like Real Madrid were the big boys of Spain. Juventus were the big boys of Italy. So now you're telling me the teams, the big boys across the world want your player that you got rid of for peanuts. Sackable. That one, bye-bye. Yeah, sackable. Throw him off the cliff. This one is crazy. Anyways, the list goes on. It feels like there's bare sackable ones. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Yeah, no wonder he's got 6.46%. Hey, I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't really get the opportunity to speak about this, but I've just added it. There's rumours that Giuntoli, if he was to stay, he wants to try and sign Rasmus Højlund from Manchester United. Bro, take it from me, yeah? I'm the most reliable person to ask about Rasmus Højlund. Take it from me. He is horrible. Oh, like, no. When I tell you, Juventus have made signings that have taken them 2, 3, 4 steps backwards. This guy is taking you Mount Everest backwards. One of the worst players I have ever watched, okay? He's not worth 10 million. Scrap what he's done at Atalanta. One of the worst players. I think just the rumour, it might not be true, just the rumour of Giuntoli looking to get Rasmus Højlund, that... Bro, I feel like putting him in prison is a compliment. But in prison, he'll get banana pudding, he'll get pizza, he'll get fresh water, he'll get showers. No. This is crazy. This is sackable. Sackable, 100%. All right, we've got 2 more. Come on, 2 more. I thought this video would be like 5-6 minutes. I talk too much. I think I know the next 2. 2024 Mercato, 2024 summer transfer window, Coop Miners, Douglas Luiz, Nico Gonzalez. Look, if I had any opportunity of working with Juventus, it is gone, okay? Because I'm just sat saying everything is a sackable offense. 2024 summer transfer window, bro. Douglas Luiz, Coop Miners, Nico Gonzalez. Your 3 marquee signings have easily been the 3 worst signings, the 3 worst performers in the Serie A. Sackable, bro. Like, how do you spend 200 million? And get worse? How? It doesn't make sense. How do you spend 200 million and get worse? And the funny thing is, every single one of them might leave after 12 months and Juventus would be lucky to get 50%. Poor recruitment, poor talent ID, poor judgment on mentality, on impact, poor evaluation, bro. 55 billion for some of them. Nah, sack. Have I got a single one which is 50-50? Maybe this one. Let's hope. I don't even know what this one is. Come on, man. And the last one, ladies and gentlemen. Juventus 2025 Mercato. Lloyd Kelly, Renato Vega, Kolo Muani, Alberto Costa. Should I just say 50-50? Like, should I say 50-50 just for the sake of it? Oh, you guys are going to hate me. I'll be honest with you guys. I might even put that down as a sack. No. You know what? No. Vega, I like. I'll be honest with you guys. As much as he's been poor lately, I don't think he's a central centre-half in a back 3 under Tudor. I think left-sided centre-half, but that's where Lloyd Kelly is playing. Renato Vega, I'm cool with. Lloyd Kelly, apparently, Fabrizio Romano tweeted today that it's now permanent. It's done. Okay? It's done. Lloyd Kelly is a Juventus player. Listen, I sympathize with the guy, but he's not good. As a sporting director, when you identify a player that is not good, regardless of the context, regardless of the fact that there's only 24 hours left to go, it shows poor planning from you. And Bremer was injured in September, October. He wasn't injured one day before the transfer window ends. So you had the whole January transfer window. You had the whole of you've had the whole of October, the whole of November, the whole of December, the whole of January. You've had 4 or 5 months to prepare your signings to go into the January transfer window, and your targets are Lloyd Kelly. Like, even Renato Vega, I felt like Juventus could have done better. I think he got it horribly wrong. And then to put an obligation to buy, that Kolo Muani. Look, it's difficult to get good players in January, but even then, Kolo Muani, like, he's done well. Like, I'm going to be fair, you know what? Kolo Muani, I think he's done all right. Okay? Do I think he's got Juventus ability to be starting for them week in, week out? No. Renato Vega, I like. Lloyd Kelly's the only one that I look at and say horrible decision. So because of that, I'll put that one 50-50. Okay? So that's the list. You can see it on the screen. Yeah, bro. That is the list. Listen. Giuntoli, in my eyes, it's not even 6.46%. In my eyes, it's 0.000000000. Okay? You've made some criminal decisions. The thing is, I've forgotten so many other ones, okay? I would actually love to hear you guys' ranking in the comments. But listen, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to show us channel some love. I will always appreciate it. And I will catch you guys, ladies and gentlemen, on the big game. Is it tomorrow? No. Lazio, Juventus. We will be there.